We will be discussing the final project of transnational organized crime, covering China's threat to US sovereignty. China is the world's second largest economy with a nominal GDP of over $16 trillion in 2021, still far behind the United States. China is the most populous country in the world with over 1.4 billion people and the third by land area, covering 9.6 million square kilometers. China's history is over 5,000 years old and has a socialistic single-party ruling with authoritarian bases under the Chinese Communist Party, or the CCP. The native language of China is Mandarin Chinese, and it's well spoken by over 1 billion people, making it the world's largest native spoken language. China is also considered the world's largest manufacturer and exporter of goods, including electronics, and has the world's largest army with over 2 million active military personnel. Benefiting from the blessings of capitalism and incorporating market economy, China has made significant progress in technology, particularly in artificial intelligence and space exploration since 1990s. China is home for several of the world's most iconic landmarks, including the Great Wall, the Forbidden City, and others. The Chinese economy is primarily driven by manufacturing and exporting. It's the world's largest exporting of goods, and it has a mixed economy with both state-owned enterprises and private companies playing a significant role. The government has implemented economic reforms over the past few decades to transition from centrally planned economy to a more market-oriented one. The service sector became the largest, with demands from the middle class accelerating over the last 2 decades. Agriculture remains an important sector in China since it's the world's largest populous country. The Chinese Communist Party has been established since 1921, and it's the world's largest political party with over 95 million members. The party is guided by a Marxist ideology that advocates for socialism with Chinese characteristics. The CPC has a hierarchical structure, with General Secretary serving as the top leader. The party controls all aspects of government, society, including military, media, and legal system. The party operates on a system of a democratic centralism, where decisions are made through a combination of democratic discussions and centralized leadership, although they do not allow deliberation or thoughts or even criticism outside of the embodiment of the Chinese Communist Party. The party's central committee is the highest decision-making body. The CPC is known for its anti-corruption campaigns, which have targeted high-ranking officials and resulted in punishment of thousands of party members. Anti-corruption has been used as an excuse to silence any critical or any attempt to criticize the Chinese Communist Party. The CPC is also focused on modernizing China's economy, given the fact that China has dismantled its authoritarian centralization of the economy since the 1990s, allowing private entrepreneurship to be incorporated within their economic system. China also has been known for meddling in the US in cyber espionage against the government by stealing sensitive information. There has been reports of Chinese hackers targeting US military defense and contractors. And also, China has been accused of sponsoring economic espionage, particularly in the technology and communications sector. Chinese companies such as Huawei and SETI are facing scrutiny over allegations for providing backlocker access to US data networks and sharing data with the Chinese government. China has been accused of attempting an influence lobbying to US policy through campaign contributions. China has also been known of spreading propaganda and disinformation to distort the US public senses or consensus on a lot of sensitive issues. China is also accused of conducting economic coercion against the United States by restricting access to earth minerals or manipulating currency exchange rates. There has been also attempts to steal US intellectual property and technology. There has been examples of how China has been involved in the US. Chinese companies have been involved in infrastructure projects in the US, such as construction of bridges, highways, raising potential security risks, and by also targeting local government agencies and officials to steal sensitive information. This is also used to spread propaganda and disinformation campaigns to influence public opinions and shape local debates. Chinese students and scholars in the United States have been accused of engaging in espionage activities and intellectual property theft. Also, Chinese diplomats in the US are key breachers for national security. The Chinese government have been also notably known for using Confucius institutes and other cultural organizations to spread propaganda and influence local discourse. Chinese organized crime syndicates have been accused of engaging in illegal activities such as drug trafficking, money laundering in local communities. There has been attempts to combat the Chinese intervention by working in cybersecurity information to reduce the risks, and also increasing investments in research and technology to reduce reliance on Chinese made technology and maintain a technological edge and autonomy. The US increased funding for cybersecurity and investment in critical infrastructure to cut reliance on Chinese suppliers and minimize its vulnerabilities, as long as increasing restrictions on the use of Chinese-made technologies in government agencies such as 5G networks. The Bible teaches that God has established government to maintain order and protect their citizens in Romans 13:1-7. As such, it is the responsibility of individuals to support and participate in the lawful activities of their government, including defending their country when necessary. The Bible also emphasizes the importance of love and respect of one's neighbors, Matthew 22:39. It also encourages believers to pray for their God and those in the authority, asking God to grant them wisdom, discernment, and protection. China's economic and military power has led to concerns about its impact on global security, and the use of cyber espionage and propaganda raised concerns in its efforts to meddle in affairs in other countries, including the United States. Governments and organizations around the world took steps to combat the interference by protecting their national security, including increased investment in cybersecurity. A Christian worldview can provide a framework for understanding the importance of protecting one's country and fellow citizens, while also emphasizing the importance of love, respect, and prayers for those in authorities. The challenges posed by China's rise as a global power are complex and multifaceted, requiring an ongoing attention, collaboration, and innovation to address. This will be the last of the presentation about China being a national security threat with terroristic traces into the United States. Thank you.